introduction. I've been attending GamesCom last week and it was really crazy. I've never been to any convention before and GamesCom is simply the biggest you can find in Europe. If you want numbers, I was talking to an ESL guy and he told me that 240,000 tickets were sold in the 2 first days. Yep. And since I'm a lucky guy, my SD card somehow fucked up and half of the footage is missing, even more. Which is why I have to narrate over and there's only gonna be 2 videos about Gamescom. But first, if like me you've never been to any convention before, let me tell you this is absolutely crazy. I've never seen so many people in my entire life and I've never experienced walking in such an overcrowded place. Walking around in the event is always funny, there's always a show going on or a funny cosplay or something that will keep your eyes buzzy. I came here with Vaillant, this is actually him, because Intel gave us access to a streaming setup and the original plan was to make my first stream from the Gamescom and to make a lot of funny videos with Vaillant and other YouTubers. But unfortunately we were not allowed to play CSGO because of the age restriction. In Germany, you guys are pretty strict. If it's Peggy 18, it's 999. You're not allowed to play the game if a kid can walk behind and see your screen. So that was pretty frustrating, but we made the best out of it and at least I've learned how to use streaming software, which is gonna be handy soon enough. Hashtag shameless teasing. Since my SD card fucked up, I can't show you the footage I'm talking about, but at least I can draw. So picture this. Jingle!
Since my SD card fucked up, now I have to draw if I want to tell you that story.
So it's 4 AM and I'm walking back to my Airbnb. There's a group of Germans, there's like 8 of them and they are a bit drunk and to be honest, so was I. They're running towards the road and suddenly the light turns to red and they all stop. There's no one around, absolutely no car, no tram, nothing, but yet they wait the line to turn green before they cross the road. And once again, it's 4 AM, there is no one on the road and there's no reasons not to cross the road if it's not the red light. And it would only take them like 10 steps to cross the road. But they will not, they will just wait. In France, we will just go for it. If there's no car, we will just cross the road. So I can feel that the German spirit is way more disciplined than the French one. I like it, but I digress. This is where I'm gonna be tomorrow, and I will see, hopefully, many of you right there. So, we're gonna play games that we cannot show you because they're still being developed, but I'm gonna show you the room.
Сука, иди на рой, сука, бред, сука, иди на рой, бред, kurwa!
I was also on the Samsung stand where you were able to play to For Honor on the curved Samsung monitors, which is something you cannot find anywhere else because they will only come out in a few months. Once again, I thought we would be able to play CS, but it turns out we couldn't, so that was pretty meh since my goal was to play against you guys. But once again, we made the best out of it and working with such a serious brand was actually pretty cool. They were displaying my logo on the stand and I'm actually pretty proud of this. Thing is that this is only my second event and it still feels unreal to me. It is hard to realize that this is me and that fucking Samsung displays my logo. It also made me realize how lucky I am. I just had to tweet where I was and I've met many of you. Once again my SD card fucked up, but huge thanks to everyone I got to meet here and oh god, I love this cup so much. Everything is closing right now, they want to kick us out, but we won't get out. We first want to try something. Hopefully it's gonna work.
And it didn't work!
But the shot itself is actually pretty cool because on the next day I was filming 5 meters away from there. And now you can see how crowded it was. That is fucking crazy. Since we are invited, we have access to a lot of free stuff. In the Intern Lounge, for example, we had a fridge full with Red Bull, Coke and many other drinks that were just for us to grab. And the waiters were super duper cool, we had a blast with them. I was just coming to grab a drink and get out when I noticed this guy's screen. It actually got my attention, so I stood behind the guy and finally introduced myself, and well, I just couldn't resist. It's actually not that bad. So I talked to them a little bit and it turns out this is their game. This is their baby, actually available in alpha access on Steam, and they were so accessible. That was really cool to talk to them. They offered me to try and it's actually the exact same than flying a drone. If you can play it here, you can fly a drone in real life. And well, as you can see, I cannot fly a drone. I won't be able to add some cool drone plane like Crazyness that. Well, at least not yet. But it was really cool to meet these guys, they are super cool and I wish them the best for their game. One thing that really shocked me about Gamescom is how long some people are ready to wait just to get to play 10 minutes of a game. On the first night we had some sushi with Vaillant and well, yeah, it's actually a lot of sushi. On the way we came across Alexander and Jan, who both waited 4 hours just to get in the event. And I already thought that was pretty crazy, right? But what you are looking at right now is the queue to get to play to Battlefield. Some had to wait for 5 hours. This is just absolutely insane. Just like, think about it that way. The Gamescom opens at 9 and closes at 8. If you wait 4 hours to get in and 5 hours to play 10 minutes of Battlefield, well, that's it. That was pretty much your whole day. That is just insane.
Oh my god.
I can't talk about the Gamescom without mentioning the cosplays, and well, I mean, I'm one of these who think that there's cosplay, and there's cosplay. Like, there's cosplay, and there's cosplay. Here's a few, let me know if you can see any difference, it's very subtle. You got this, guys! 5 days at the Gamescom and it was really intense. One thing made me really sad though. When I walked around the Blizzard area, I saw how much hype they had, how many different animations and show they had prepared. Same goes for EA and actually every other games. Every other but one, CSGO. And as a full-time CSGO player, I kind of felt like Steam had given up on me. Steam, Gaben, Valve, to whoever is listening, it is time to step up your game, for real. Gamescom was really crazy and I did my best with the footage I had left to share my journey with you. I really liked it and I can't wait to go again next year. I've learned a lot, I've met many people, and the next video will cover another subject that Gamescom made me realize. My goal isn't to reach a certain amount of subscribers, what I actually want is my own stand in a convention where I get to meet and play against my viewers, where I get to interact and organize or animate a show based on CSGO. But this will be the subject of the next video, so from there, thank you for watching, I will see you in the next one.